You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, and make sure that all our stuff on this channel, you continue to give us your thumbs up and keep sharing. Why we can't conduct by election in Rivers now? By Inec. The Independent National Electoral Commission announced on Friday that it will not conduct any by-elections into the Rivers State House of Assembly until ongoing court cases are resolved. According to The Nation, the commission responded to accusations made by Rivers State Governor Fubara, who alleged that Inec was selectively choosing and conducting by-elections for vacant positions in other states. In a statement signed by Inec's Chief Press Secretary, Rotimi Oyekumi, the commission clarified that it was aware of the crisis in Rivers State, where two factions are vying for control of the State Assembly. However, Inec emphasized that the matter is currently before the court, making it sub judice, and therefore the commission cannot comment or take action until the legal process concludes. Governor Fubara's statement had raised concerns regarding the delay in filling vacancies in the Rivers Assembly caused by the defection of members and internal disputes. The governor accused INEC of failing to act on these vacancies, especially in the context of an ongoing crisis in the State Assembly. However, INEC clarified that several suits, including those filed in the Supreme Court, have been lodged regarding the matter, and the commission must await a final judicial decision. INEC further urged public officials to be careful with their statement to avoid misleading the public or casting doubt on the integrity of public institutions. The commission's priority, according to Oyekumi, is to ensure that any election it conducts are legally sound and do not result in unnecessary public expenditure or legal challenges. Well, sometimes when the politicians began their hula baloo, the public need to be very careful, because oftentimes these politicians eventually shoot themselves in the leg. In this situation now, the president told Mr. Fubara to go back to Rivers State and behave as a politician and lobby, and also continue to engage as regards his issue with the 27 lawmakers. Not only that, the Mr. President told him then that it's shameful for him to present his budget before a three-man House of Assembly, just a few number. That is disgraceful, is not the right thing. And as a result of that, maybe he's trying to heed the president plea or instruction or command, but then it seems as if the matter tends to be too late, because in the situation whereby he said that those people who happen to have defected from their previous party, that's the PDP to APC, have already lost their seat based on what the constitution has said. They is now trying to look for a way to conduct a new election, but unfortunately they are busy shooting themselves in the leg, because the lawmakers went to court, and INEC, that happen to be a law-abiding public institution, can't do otherwise until every judicial processes are observed, until the judicial decisions are also made. There is no way INEC can go further, and as a result of that, is affecting the generality of the plan that Fubara has, in that he wanted a new election to be done as a by-election for the House of Assembly in Rivers State, and then so that a new set of lawmakers can come in, he can have a full house, then he will be able to present budget legally even before a rightful constituted House of Assembly. But it's so unfortunate right now that because of the situation now, the INEC cannot do it until the court processes are completed. In a twist again, in that twist, the Supreme Court had already given some judgment as regards the legality of the 27 lawmakers, and thereby he has sanctioned that they are legal, and that has already become another issue even for Fubara in this situation, meaning that all the commissioners that Fubara had already put in power are, without the screening of this committee or this house, they are all going to lose their job. And they also, every other expenses that you need to make now, they are all have to be taken before these 27 lawmakers and their colleagues. And if the ones that have been done are referred to as illegal. So looking at what politicians sometimes do, they don't really have a deep thought before they take some of their steps. I'm not saying all, but then they do things that at the end of the day is going to affect the generality of the state or the people or even the polity at large. And in this situation now, INEC hand seems to be tight. There's nothing INEC can do, because even if INEC want to dance to the tune of the governor, the law which happen to be supreme is already tying even the governor's hand, because there is nothing the governor can do until the cases are completely ratified or completed. There is nothing that can be done, and it's affecting the state at large. Imagine a state that is House of Assembly is being controlled by just 3 people and then nothing more. Who is going to checkmate this governor? And the purpose of 3 arms of government is to balance power and for the house to checkmate the executive. Now that Fubara doesn't have any legislature that will checkmate him, who happen to be the head of the executive, how do we intend to have a smooth running of power in that state? That means every law now is inside the governor, even the executive power inside the governor, legislative power all residing in the governor, and it's so difficult for the governor to stomach everything. And thank God the judicial power is not in the governor. It will have been a disaster. Anyway, he might have turned himself to an emperor within a state, within a state. But as it is now, there is nothing INEC can do, and INEC has spoken fair and square. And in the real sense, that's how it's going to be until they pull out every judicial matter from the court, or they conclude it, or all of it. There's nothing the institution of the election, that's the INEC, can do. The hand of INEC is tied. And I'm also thinking, how will Fubara now take it up with the new judgment from the Supreme Court that is legalizing the position of the 27 lawmakers, the pro-Wike lawmakers? Is it going to survive all other actions they are going to take? Will they also not be magnanimous in victory? Will they begin to start an impeachment process on him, or are they going to also frustrate him even if they don't impeach him? These are some of the intrigues that we are waiting and keeping our fingers crossed to listen to or to see or unfold as days go by. But then we must also not forget to talk to either side about the people, because democracy is for the people, is by the people, and is of the people. They are there because of the people. So whatever personal decision, ambition they have, they should bury it in the interest of the people, and that will move that state forward. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure you give us your likes on this channel.